gmna uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Just a quick reminder, gmna presenters' speech and some images are AI-generated. Content may contain errors. Verify important information. Good morning, Montreal. Quebec just announced a cost of living relief package, including a tax cut and lower vehicle fees, while it's a clear 17 degrees outside. And our feel-good kicker celebrates Montreal youth honored for acts of kindness. Ryan Mercer, I know you've got thoughts on this.
So, Lauren, did you see those Montreal teens who were just honored for biking around the city delivering kindness? Their riverbank cleanup really set a community tone.
I did, Ryan, and I'm impressed they organized a weekend sweep of the St. Lawrence shoreline, gathering bags of litter while their bikes rang with laughter.
What's amazing is the city council planning to spotlight these volunteers at next summer's pedestrian-only street festival, encouraging more young people to combine sport and stewardship.
All right, let's get into it. Starting with Quebec's new cost of living relief package, tax cuts, reduced registration fees, and direct payments to help families this spring. Just a quick reminder, gmna presenters' speech and some images are AI-generated. Content may contain errors. Verify important information. Good morning, Montreal. I'm Lauren Dupuis. Today we'll break down Liberal MP Stephen Guilbeault's surprise exit, and I'll give you a look at the clear skies, 18 degrees with a light west breeze, before the clouds roll in this afternoon. Also, the Heroes on Bikes Feel Good story. Ryan Mercer, I know you've got thoughts on this one.
Looks like the city is turning 7 main arteries into car-free promenades this summer, giving Montrealians more space to walk, bike, and enjoy street life.
That's fantastic. Ryan, imagine cafes spilling onto sidewalks, families strolling safely, and cyclists finally having room to breathe without dodging traffic.
The plan rolls out in June, starting with St. Laurent and St. Denis, and the council promises pop-up art installations and local music to celebrate the new pedestrian vibe.
All right, let's get into it. First up, the latest on the federal election results and what they mean for Quebec's upcoming policy debates. Good morning, Montreal. I'm Lauren Dupuis. Tonight's protest video sparked citywide outrage, and I'll break down what's next. It's a crisp 12 degrees now, climbing to 15 by noon under growing clouds. And the Canadiens-Hurricanes game gave us a spectacular snowbird fly over. Ryan Mercer, I know you've got thoughts on this one.
Wow, Lauren, did you see the Heroes on Bike story? Over 80 Montreal kids were honored this morning for everyday acts of kindness, real community champions.
I love that, Ryan. Those kids received custom bike helmets and a parade through the Plateau, proof that small gestures truly ripple across our neighborhoods.
And the city council plans to expand the program, partnering with schools to track kindness projects all year. Imagine a city powered by goodwill on 2 wheels.
All right, let's get into it. Starting with the new pedestrian-only zones slated for this summer, then the latest weather update before we head out. Good morning, Montreal. I'm Lauren Dupuis. Tonight we'll dig into the funeral niche jewelry thefts that have police on high alert, while the Mount Royal Cross gets a $3.07 million facelift. It's a sunny 15 degrees now, climbing to 21 by mid-morning, and Brendan Gallagher's farewell looms. Over to you, Ryan.
Logan Stankoven, a Kamloops native, contributed to the Carolina Hurricanes' Eastern Conference final victory over the Montreal Canadiens.
The series-clinching Game 5 saw the Hurricanes defeat the Canadiens, securing the Eastern Conference title for Carolina.
Stankoven scored one of 3 first-period goals, helping the Hurricanes build an early lead in the decisive game.
All right, let's get into it. Logan Stankoven scored one of 3 first-period goals in the series-clinching Game 5. Let's get started with the top stories, beginning with a major development in local news, and we have breaking updates for you today. A disturbing trend has been uncovered in the city, where jewelry and other valuables are being removed from sealed funeral niches. Today, June 4th, Montreal police announced they are investigating a series of thefts that have taken place across the city. 2 suspects have been linked to these crimes, which have resulted in the theft of jewelry stored in these niches. Funeral niches often hold family heirlooms and other precious items, making these thefts especially difficult for families to cope with. The city is urging families to check their loved ones' niches for any missing items and to report anything suspicious to the authorities. This is a developing story, and we will provide updates as more information becomes available.
The iconic cross on Mount Royal will be going dark for a while, as the city awards a contract to repair the steel structure and lighting. Concreate Constructions Limited will be handling the job, which comes with a price tag of $3.7 million. The work is set to start this autumn and will take over a year to complete, meaning the cross will be unlit for more than 12 months. This is a big deal, as the illuminated cross is a well-known symbol of our city. The repairs are necessary, though, as the cross needs major structural and electrical work. It's a significant investment, but it will ensure the cross remains a beautiful and lasting part of our city's landscape for years to come.
A blast from the past is making a comeback in a very modern way. On June 3rd, Municipal launched a new TikTok channel, aiming to reconnect with fans and give the historic music channel a fresh spin. This iconic brand was a staple of the music scene in the 90s and early 2000s, and now it's looking to reach a younger audience. By joining TikTok, Municipal is hoping to introduce its legacy to a new generation of music lovers, while also staying true to its roots. The move is all about modernizing the brand and bringing it into the digital age, and we can't wait to see what's in store. With this new chapter, Municipal is poised to once again become a major player in the music scene, right here in our city.
A bit of a rough start to the day for some commuters this morning, June 3rd. A brief service disruption on the REM network caused some delays, and initially, the operator, Pulsar, pointed to morning dew as the culprit, suggesting condensation on the tracks might have been to blame. However, they've since retracted that explanation, apologizing for any confusion caused by their earlier statement. It's not entirely clear what did cause the technical issue, but thankfully, service is back up and running. The REM is a vital link between downtown, the airport, and the suburbs, so any disruption can have a ripple effect on people's daily routines. Pulsar has promised to look into what happened and prevent similar glitches in the future.
A new face is coming to the evening news in French-speaking Canada. Azab Wolgeorges has been appointed as the new anchor of the Téléjournal de fin de soirée, effective August 17th. This change is part of Radio Canada's planned anchor transition. As the flagship national news program, Téléjournal is a trusted source for French-speaking Canadians, and Azab Wolgeorges will now be at the helm, bringing the latest news to viewers across the country. With a strong background in journalism, she is well suited to take on this role. The transition is set to take place in a few weeks, and viewers can expect to see Azab Wolgeorges on screen, guiding them through the top stories of the day every evening. Stay tuned as we dig into the hidden dangers of using a credit card for rent, plus more top stories. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Welcome back. We're getting into the local stories now. Let's go straight to our reporter in the field.
On June 3rd, Pierre-Yves McSween of Chexi, a payment intermediary, highlighted the financial risks of paying rent with a credit card. Many renters are drawn to the reward points, but McSween warned that intermediary fees can turn rent payments into costly debt. This is a concern for local renters who may not be aware of the hidden costs. Using a credit card to pay rent can come with high fees, putting renters at risk of accumulating debt. McSween's warning serves as a reminder to carefully consider the costs before choosing to pay rent with a credit card. It's essential for renters to understand the potential risks and make informed decisions about their payment methods. By being aware of these fees, renters can avoid turning their rent payments into long-term debt.
In the heart of our community, A new plan is set to make a big difference in the daily lives of local families. The borough of Rose-Mon-la-Petite-Patrie will redesign streets to cut car traffic near schools, making the area safer for children. This initiative, led by Mayor François Limoges, will be implemented over the next 3 years. The goal is to protect children and improve neighborhood safety, addressing growing concerns about vehicle speed and volume around school zones. By reducing traffic, the borough aims to create a more secure environment for kids to walk, bike, or play near their schools, bringing peace of mind to parents and caregivers across the community.
A challenge is facing a local organization that helps many families in need. Montreal reports a drop in supplies after some grocery stores changed how they handle close-to-expiry stock. As of June 3rd, the food bank is seeing a shortage of near-expiry donations. This change is due to new grocery policies that limit the amount of soon-to-expire food sent to charities. Montreal supplies thousands of families each month and relies heavily on these donations. The organization is now looking at ways to address this shortage, which could impact the many people who rely on them for support. This change affects not only Montreal, but also the families who depend on the food and supplies they provide every month.
A new campaign is set to shine a light on a problem that affects many of us. Local disability rights advocates launched an awareness drive on June 3rd about the misuse of accessible parking spots. This is an issue that's really important for our community, as blocked or illegally used handicap spaces can prevent people with mobility challenges from parking close to where they need to go. The city has rules in place to make sure these spaces are used properly, and this campaign aims to remind everyone of the importance of respecting those rules. By doing so, we can all help make our community a more accessible and inclusive place for everyone. The goal is to raise awareness and encourage people to think twice before parking in a spot that's not meant for them.
Exciting news for local event goers and businesses, as a major expansion project is back on the table. The Premier announced on Monday, June 1st, that the plan to expand the Palais des Congrès is moving forward. This project had been stalled, but now the government is seeking a private partner to help make it happen. The goal is to increase the venue's capacity and modernize its facilities, which will be a big boost for the local economy. With the Palais des Congrès already hosting many events and conferences, this expansion will help bring even more visitors to the area, and that's good news for local hotels, restaurants, and shops. The search for a private partner is set to begin, and we'll be keeping an eye on how this project develops.
Now let's turn to the forecast and see how that sunshine will shape our day.
A warm and sunny start to the day ahead. On this date in history, the record high was 31.4 degrees Celsius, set back in 2024, which was part of a significant heat wave that affected the region. In contrast, the record low was a chilly 5.7 degrees Celsius, set in 2019 as part of an unusual cold snap. Normally, temperatures around this time of year are much milder, but these records show just how much variability we can see in our climate. Currently, it's 15 degrees Celsius with mainly clear skies, making for a beautiful morning. As we head into the day, we can expect plenty of sunshine, with temperatures rising to 21 degrees Celsius by 9 in the morning, and then continuing to climb to 29 degrees Celsius by the afternoon. The UV index will be 8, so be sure to protect yourself from the sun, and winds will be coming from the southwest at 25 kilometers per hour, giving it a warm and gentle feel. With no precipitation expected, it's shaping up to be a fantastic day. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we've got a warm and sunny stretch of weather, with highs reaching 29 degrees Celsius tomorrow, and then cooling down slightly over the weekend. Saturday brings a chance of rain, with overcast skies and a 65% chance of precipitation, while Sunday will be cooler, with a high of 21 degrees Celsius and a 30% chance of rain. By Monday, we're back to clear skies and warmer temperatures, with a high of 25 degrees Celsius, and then partly cloudy on Tuesday with a high of 28 degrees Celsius.
Up next, traffic stays clear. Remedy Comedy and Dolce Vita Rooftop heat up the night, plus Metro's leadership shift. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Morning commuters, the city is moving smoothly. No accidents, no construction, and all routes are clear across the island. Autoroute 15, the Descaries and the Champlain are flowing at normal speed, and downtown arteries, Shaibrook, St. Laurent, and Peel, are free of backups. Autoroute 25 commuter lanes are open and traffic is light. Looking ahead, the afternoon rush typically builds on Southwest Corridor. Expect heavier volumes on the Descaries and on Boulevard St. Laurent between downtown and the West End. Autoroute 15 may see slow downs near Turcotte. Transit remains on schedule, with the metro and bus networks running without delay. So for now, enjoy the clear roads, but stay alert for congestion as the day goes on. Drivers heading toward the airport should watch the access road to the Pierre Elliott Trudeau, where volumes rise after lunch. The east side may see a modest build-up near the Jacques Cartier Bridge as commuters return from South Shore, and lane merges on Champlain Bridge could create pockets of slower traffic.
Arts for All Arts Pour Tous kicks off tonight at the venue listed below, offering free, family-friendly installations and performances that celebrate community creativity. Remedy, a stand-up comedy show, lands at Deli Planet later this evening, promising a quick laugh before you head out the door. For music lovers, Joe Abbott joins Spank Williams and Ryan McNally at Quai des Brumes tonight, delivering a 3-act indie set that's perfect for a late-night stroll. Food enthusiasts can head to the Bellini Life Science Complex for the Cocktail Dînatoire and Expo Synthes 2026, a cocktail dinner and technology showcase that blends flavor with innovation. Looking ahead, this weekend the city erupts with OSHEAGA Music and Arts Festival, drawing thousands for non-stop live acts, and the international fireworks Loto Quebec lights the waterfront for a spectacular show. And don't miss Picnic Electronic on Sunday, the outdoor electronic party that turns the island into a dance floor. And now here's Tyler with sports.
Habs heartbreak, a franchise farewell, and women's hockey expands. A Montreal era is over. Brendan Gallagher, the longest-serving Montreal Canadian, has announced he is leaving the only NHL franchise he has ever known. In an emotional farewell reported by CBC Sports, Gallagher said it is time to find a new home, closing the book on a career defined by one city. The Canadiens' playoff run is done. Carolina eliminated Montreal in the Eastern Conference Final, with Logan Stankoven scoring one of 3 first-period goals in the series-clinching Game 5. The Kamloops-born forward now heads to the Stanley Cup Final, per CBC Sports. On the women's side, the PWHL released its protection lists Wednesday as Phase 1 of the league's expansion process gets underway, according to Sportsnet. The move marks a significant step forward for the growing league, with potential implications for all existing franchises going forward.
Metro in downtown Montreal is undergoing a significant change as its longtime CEO Eric Laflèche retires after nearly 2 decades of leadership. He will step down and become board chair, marking a major transition for the Quebec-based grocery giant that operates hundreds of stores across Montreal and the province. This change is expected to have a ripple effect on the local economy. As a Montreal institution, Metro's commitment to the community is a testament to the city's strong entrepreneurial spirit, and this leadership transition is a reminder that the company's roots run deep in the city's fabric, making it a beloved part of our neighborhoods for generations. Later we celebrate Montreal's vibrant spirit with the MAI Dance Show in Treju, and a week-long NBA Finals fan zone. Stay tuned.
Coming up tonight at 6, the local sunset. Your neighborhood, your city, your news. From city hall decisions to the stories happening right on your street, we cover what matters most to Montrealers. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. on GMNA for the local Sunset Montreal's evening newscast.
At the Théâtre Maisonneuve in Montreal's Place des Arts, a powerful performance has been unfolding, one that explores the complexities of identity and belonging. The contemporary dance troupe MAI has been presenting their show, In Treju, a 4-night production that delves into the experiences of adoption and cultural crossroads. As the dancers move across the stage, their bodies tell a story of the push and pull of belonging to multiple worlds. With each gesture, the audience is invited to feel the tension and the beauty of navigating different cultural identities. In this moving blend of movement and memoir, the dancers share their own stories of adoption and identity, creating a sense of connection and understanding among all who watch. As the curtain falls, we are reminded that our stories are what bind us together, and that in sharing them, we find a sense of home. The power of shared human experience can bring us closer to ourselves and to each other.
In the heart of Montreal, at Place des Festivals in the Old Port, a sea of excitement is building as the NBA Finals fan zone rolls into town for a week-long celebration. Thousands of fans are gathering to share in the thrill of championship season basketball. As you walk through the festival, the sound of cheering crowds and the sight of giant screens broadcasting the games will surround you, drawing you into the action. You can grab a jersey, try your shot at the dunk contest, or meet the players themselves and soak up the electric atmosphere. From June 5th to June 8th, downtown Montreal will be the place to be for anyone who loves basketball. As strangers become friends over their shared passion for the game, it's a reminder that community is always just a court away, and that's something to cherish.
Thank you, Montreal, for watching the local sunrise today, especially for staying with us through that fascinating story on the revival of Musique Plus on TikTok. We appreciate your company and invite you back tomorrow for more local news and stories.